All right, guys, welcome in Phil Jones, Larry Godwin. We've got Brandon Pham on the camera tonight, as always. Very special guest. Stephen and Brittany Tate are with us here under the tent. We wouldn't be on the air tonight if it wasn't for the Tates helping us out immensely tonight. So before we begin, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Stephen and Brittany who are here with us tonight. And again, they deserve all the thanks in the world.
Phil, they are personal heroes of mine because, listen, it's 45 degrees, and it's probably going to get a lot colder. The rain is like this continuous driving rain. It's not a heavy rain, but it's one of those rains that kind of soaks you to the bone. And Steven showed up early today, 3 hours ahead of schedule, and put up this tent and awning for us to keep us dry as best they can. And this broadcast wouldn't be possible tonight without them.
Absolutely not. And, Larry, I want to thank you for being with us tonight here. You waited for the very last one to join us because I know, of course, your duties are done temporarily with your Lowndes High Vikings, but they'll be back in action next week. But thanks tonight for joining us with your open week.
Yeah, man, listen, I know that my Vikings are off tonight, but I'm not off tonight because high school football is still in session, and if there's a high school game, I'm going to be there around it somewhere.
And we are, as Larry mentioned earlier, we are here tonight under absolutely miserable conditions, except if you're a football fan and you're sitting back in the comfort of your home watching tonight's live stream. This is going to be a good one. It's for the Region 1 3A Championship, Larry. Pierce County, Appling County. This is as big as rivalries get. And when you talk about South Georgia Friday night football, seriously, these type of environments, these type of fan bases, it just didn't get any better than this.
How much better can a game get? It's the last regular season game of the year. Both teams are basically undefeated in the region. Pierce County field comes into this game at 7-2, but it's not two terrible losses this year. They lost the first game of the season to Brunswick, which is turns out to be a 6A powerhouse this year at 9-0, and then later on in the season they lost to a very strong Rabun County team that's led by all-world quarterback Gunnar Stockton.
Yeah, both those losses, Larry, by a touchdown. The first one of the season, you mentioned to Brunswick, 20-13 at Brunswick on the road. And then back here at home at Bearville Stadium, they lost also by a touchdown. Listen, you're the defending state champions. You got a huge bullseye on your back. Everybody wants a shot at you, but you're right. 7-2, nothing bad with that. Now, Larry, on the other side, Appling County. And I told you this afternoon we were talking about this game. I think the roles are reversed. I think last year it was Pierce County that was seemingly in the driver's seat, and Appling was the one kind of chasing them. But tonight it's just the opposite. Appling County in the driver's seat. They are undefeated on the year at 9-0, and boy, they have got some kind of playmakers to watch tonight. And guys, this is going to be a fantastic game here under miserable conditions. We're under a steady rain. Chances are, wherever you guys are out there watching our live stream, you guys too are also getting rained on.
Absolutely, Phil. And like you said, this appears to be Appling County's year. They enter this game at 9-0, 3-0 in the region. This is for the region championship and the number 1 seed that's going to face the number 4 seed out of Region 3. But, Phil, let me just recap. They're not, like I said, they're 9-0. But last year, this game determined the region championship like it is this year. And what kind of payback would it be for Appling County to do that tonight on Pierce County's home turf?
Yeah, Larry, you couldn't paint a better picture. You couldn't, script a better storyline for this game tonight. Obviously, we are not under the warm, cozy confines of a press box. We are actually in the elements tonight, but we could be worse. Again, as I mentioned, big thanks to Stephen and Brittany Tate for helping us get this tent up. Actually, they did all the work. What am I talking about? And we sat there and watched them. But no, they have made sure that we are staying somewhat dry. Our equipment is staying dry so we could bring you tonight's game. But make no mistake, we're in the elements with the fans tonight. By the way, we're on the Appling County side, and there is nothing but a sea of red and black surrounding us here tonight. It is packed from end to end on this visitor side.
Phil, we may be high and dry, but these Appling County fans are soaking wet and they're freezing cold. But you know what? They don't care. because they drove the short distance over from Baxley. And look at them. They've got this visitor side just packed out. They've got their umbrellas out, their hunting gear, their rain gear, but they don't care because their Appleton County Pirates are one game away from having a perfect regular season.
Captains are at the middle of the field for the coin toss. A little bit about this game. As Larry mentioned, it is for the region title. Of course, last year it was Pierce County squeezing out a touchdown victory. All right, DJ Bell. He was the playmaker, still is, for Pierce County. Went over 1,500 yards rushing last year. This year he's been hampered by injury, Larry. Only a little over 500 rushing, but he still is going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight. Hoping Pierce County fans are that he'll be back 100% tonight. Dayton Baker, Larry, is another Pierce County Bear to watch. He is a Mr. Do-It-All. He's what you truly refer to as an athlete. He has touchdowns running, passing, kick returns, return to fumble, return to punt. So he is a weapon to watch tonight for Pierce County. One thing's for sure tonight, Larry, we're going to see a lot of running the football. That's what these two teams love to do.
Yeah, these two teams love to run the football, and they're going to need to tonight in this driving rain because, you know, in the pregame warm-up, we saw both teams try to throw short passes, intermediate passes, and those receivers have a very, very tough time hanging on to the ball tonight. So I get the feeling that we'll try at least a little bit of passing to keep defenses honest, but there's not going to be much of that tonight.
Guys, I just want to warn you, if you see some rain, some condensation on your screen, be it your TV monitor, your computer monitor, your iPhone, whatever, it's because Brandon Pham running the camera is just a few feet removed from the edge of the canopy. So just bear with us. If you do see some precipitation on the screen, you'll know why. Doing the best we can tonight, but we're glad we're here bringing you this big matchup tonight between these one AAA powerhouses here in Blackshear, Georgia. And here come the Pirates.
Number 24, Jonah Allen will be kicking off. That boy's got more foot than a Stanley tape measure.
Phil, the Appleton County Pirates tonight are donning the white jerseys with their white pants, got a couple of stripes down the side and red helmets. Phil, they kind of remind me, they have a Georgia Bulldog look to them, and how appropriate is that? Because one of their playmakers, Darius Smith, is committed to the University of Georgia.
Yeah, defensive lineman, linebacker. He's kind of a hybrid type player. I'm sure we're going to see him all over the field defensively tonight. And you're right, he is by far the biggest recruit on the field tonight, as you mentioned, committed to the Dogs. So he's going to stay in some red as he goes to college.
On the offensive side of the ball, Appleton County, be on the lookout for number 2, Jalen Johnson. He's a running back that's being recruited by heavily. He's got, I'm told by Appleton County fans, he's got about a dozen or so offers.
All right, we're getting ready to go now, guys. Sit back. If you are dry and comfortable, you're one of the lucky ones tonight, because us and the fans assembled here are anything but. But we are glad to be here. ITG next game of the week. Phil Jones, LG Larry Godwin with me, Brandon Pham on the camera, and we are set to go. Larry, Pierce County going to kick it away. Appling going to go on offense first tonight.
And here we go with the kickoff.
High end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce a couple of yards deep in the end zone. No return. So, Larry, we're going to see the Pirates go on offense first tonight from their own 20-yard line. What a beautiful field and turf this is here at Pierce County.
Phil, this is my first time over to Pierce County Stadium, and I got to admit, this is impressive. Got nice artificial turf, nice stadium. Man, look at these two teams. They have athletes. Both teams have athletes all over the field.
All right, here we go now. Appling County with a receiver out wide to the right. 2 receivers on this near side. And no surprise, they're going to run it. Quarterback keeper on that far side. And he's going to take it for about 7 or 8 yards, Larry.
Phil, that was just a simple read option right off. They're reading the left defensive end. Quarterback just decided to pull it and got about 6, 7, 8 yards.
All right, so here we go. Appling going to go up. tempo offense. They're ready to go. Second and short. Again, 2 receivers set now to this side, one to the far side, but again, and now they're going to go empty backfield. Here we go. Another running play, and this time the Pierce County defense was ready for it, Larry.
Straight dive play up the middle. They thought they could take advantage of that middle of that line, that Bear defense, but the Pierce County Bears, they had nothing to do with that, and they just backed up that team. I think they gained about a yard off that play.
All right, big third down play. First big play of the game so far. Appling County, and they're all white. White tops, white bottoms, of course, the red trim, the red helmets. Pierce County, the blue tops, of course, in the white bottoms. Here we go. Third down. Snap. Throws. Got a man open at the 41, and they'll make the completion, Larry. It's a first down.
Phil, that was just a simple dig route, about a 12-yard dig route from number 3. All he did was ran about 12 yards, just stopped, gave the quarterback a nice big target, and give it the credit to that quarterback, hit him right between the numbers for a first down.
Camden Hickox on the catch there for the first down. That'll keep the chains moving. Obviously gets this Appling County crowd excited. Here we go. Another quarterback keeper. There he goes, 45-50. Going to be knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
What an athletic play by number 12, that quarterback. You know, you could tell that the footing's a little bit slippery. He looked like he lost his footing a little bit, stumbled, but regained his composure and gained a first down on that.
David Griffiths is his name. Dason Griffiths, he's a freshman. And here comes now Appling County, rather. New set of downs. First and 10. They're on the move now on the Pierce County side of the 50. This time going to give it to the first man through. He had a hole, and he's going to bounce to the 40, Larry.
Phil, that was just a simple tramp play. Some people call that a counter. You got the guard pulling, kicking out the nose guard, and left a big wide open hole for that running back.
And here's, again, Appling running tempo, and they're doing it with some authority here. Second and about 4. Back, made a great spin move, Larry. Second effort to get the first down.
Phil, that was, this highly recruited running back, Jalen Johnson. He started out to the left, saw nothing was there, broke it back to the right, and picked up very positive yardage.
All right, so here we go. Appling County with a nice little drive here. New set of downs. Larry, I've got an umbrella in front of me, so I'm going to turn the play-by-play over to you now, so you got a better sight line at it.
Snap, just a simple read option. It goes, yeah, that Bear defense was ready for that. Stopped the quarterback for about a 3-yard loss.
So, guys, you'll see that we've got some problems tonight with the various umbrellas that are blocking our view here tonight, so you'll have to bear with us.
Second and 12. The ball will be back up around the 37.
All right, so second down. Appling County gonna run it left side. He's got some room right at the middle. Gonna take it to about the 30-yard line.
Phil, nice job by the left side of that offensive line for Appling County. They opened up a big hole. Appling got about 5 yards off that play.
All right, third down. You just heard the PA announcer. You just heard Larry call it. Third down, about a long 2, we'll call it. You can bet the house they're going to run it here, but you never know. We've seen one pass play. They're 1 for 1 tonight on a completion. They do have a couple of receivers out there on that far side. Let's see what they do here on third and a couple. They're going to run it right side. Looks like Keel. Late flag comes in, Larry.
Phil, actually, your sight lines keep you from seeing that marker down there, but it was actually 3rd and 8, and it looks like a penalty marker has been thrown on the play. The initial play went for no gain.
Yeah, my bad, Larry. I'm glad you picked me up on that one. The big umbrella, I cannot see the yard markers down there. So, Larry, you take it for us from right here.
It looks like it's going to be a holding call. Well, holding call on Appling County. No. They're calling a face mask on Appling County. And
don't see that every day.
That takes the ball back all the way to the 48-yard line.
Interesting. So a face mask on the offense.
third down and about plant hatch to go for the first down.
What did he say? Third down?
Third down and about plant hatch to go.
I like to call nearby cities when it's third and long. Let's say, I don't know what, third and
about 22 maybe.
There you go. Appling, though, going to keep it on the ground. They'll get a little bit of it back, but not much. Look at that Bear defense swarming.
Swarming Pierce County Bear defense. They had, I can't see what number made that tackle, but let's just credit the entire defensive line for that tackle, Phil.
Knox Bennett, one of the players over there for Pierce County. So, Larry, this promising Appling drive is going to stall right there, especially on the heels of that big penalty, and they're going to have to punt it away.
It's too bad, too, because, man, they were driving down the field like a jet engine, man. Just nobody stopping them, and that 15-yard penalty stalls the drive, and here's the punt. Nice punt. That's going to be spotted about the 10-yard line, Phil.
All right, so we're going to see Pierce County go on offense for the first time tonight now. So, Larry, give Pierce County defense credit. It looked like Appling County was buzzing down the field there, ready to take it in for a score. But at Pierce County defense, we've heard so much about them going into this game, and they really bowed their backs there and made the stop.
Yeah, so the Pierce County offense comes onto the field now. They've got 1st and 10 from about their 11-yard line, Phil.
All right, so here we go. Again, both these teams love to run the ball. Look for DJ Bell to probably get it a good bit tonight. We shall see.
Just a straight quarterback keeper right up the middle. Probably gains about 1 or 2 yards on the play. Phil, it's going to be interesting to see as this game goes on, especially if the rain continues to fall. Is it going to affect the slickness of that ball, especially when both quarterbacks are in shotgun positions?
Again, Larry, I got a big umbrella right in front of us. You're going to have to make the call on this one.
Phil, we got about 2nd and 8. Pierce County's got it on their 13-yard line, it looks like. Guys, we're right in the midst of all these fans, so it's kind of hard for us to see as well, so bear with us. Oh, that's a straight quarterback keeper. Phil, if it wasn't for that Appling County safety making that play, that might have gone for a touchdown. Looks like Pierce County's going to get a first down.
Number 1, Bell, straight up the gut, first down.
Well, Larry, I just mentioned, so what they do is they just line up DJ Bell and almost like a wildcat every time and direct snap it to him and call him a quarterback, call him a running back, whatever. He is a playmaker. 2 carries and a first down.
Pierce County is going to have a first down on their 22-yard line. So Bell lines up in a shotgun position. They've got 2 receivers out to the left. He takes a snap, just rolls around the right. Looks like he's setting up a pass. Completes at number 25. And they're going to bring him down at about 48-yard line on Appling County side of the field.
Knox Bennett. If you know the Bennett name, you think Stetson Bennett. Well, think of the twin brothers. And that is Knox Bennett. Tight end, he plays defensive line. Of course, a senior here at Pierce County. Larry, he broke wide open down the middle, and Bell found him open for a big gainer in the first down.
He did. Phil, the key to that play was Bell is such an effective runner. He rolls to the right. The whole defense shifts with him and finds a wide open receiver streaking down the middle.
All right, here's Pierce County now, just on the Appling side of the 50. Again, going direct snap to Bell, right side. There's not much there except a bunch of white shirts for Appling County.
Phil, it's going to be interesting to see out of their 7 or 8 offensive snaps so far, about half of those have been quarterback runs up the middle. How much longer is Pierce County going to stick with that? Is that a base play for them? It looks like it. But I would imagine that Appling County defense is going to make a proper adjustment to force Pierce County to do something else other than that straight quarterback dive up the middle.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because, again, their bread and butter in both these teams really is run the football. I think with Pierce County, they average about 1 or 2 passes a game, and we've already seen one of them. Now here's Pierce County. Again, no gain. This time Bell, direct snap, going here to the left side. Boy, they got a hand on him, and thankfully for Appling County, or he would have been gone for at least more yardage than he got, Larry. As it is, it's about a 1 or 2 yard gain.
Phil, you had a left side defensive back come all the way from the other side of the field, read the play perfectly, and met the quarterback there stopped him for about a 3-yard gain.
We are in a steady rain, windy, rainy here in Blackshear, but I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know already, because I'm sure chances are wherever you are, if you're in the southeast, you're getting exactly what we're getting here tonight at Bearville Stadium. Here comes Pierce County now. Going to be 3rd and long. Direct snap, going to Bell, looking for some running room. Going to go mano-a-mano with a defensive back for Appling and going to bring him down for a gain of about 2 yards, well short of the first down, Larry.
Phil, you don't see that kind of formation very often. You got about 9 or 10 guys on the line of scrimmage. You got an empty backfield, and it was just a straight power play right off the left tackle, and Appling County looked like they were expecting it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2, 4th and 2.5, and I'm not sure if Pierce County is going to go for it.
Yeah, Larry, I was beginning to wonder. It looked like Ryan Herring, head coach of the Bears, was going to leave his offense in there, but now he'll bring on the punting unit. And at least for now, Pierce County going to show punt. And let's see, indeed, if that's what they do. They will punt it away. Wow. Larry, that punt was just almost straight up. It'll net out to be a gain of about 20, 25 yards, but nobody really had any idea where that ball was. Lucky it didn't bounce off a player.
He kicked that one straight to the moon. It went up there into that nighttime sky with the rain falling. And you know those type of shots, those types of punts are short, but they're very dangerous because you don't know which way they're going to bounce.
So, Larry, let's talk about that. Plays like that, this rain is one that will affect it. Who wants to catch a punt or a kickoff, whatever, in conditions like this? We probably won't see many of those tonight. Players are probably apt to let it just hit and let the other team come down and down it, I would guess.
Yeah, the officials are talking with one of the coaches over there on the Pierce County sideline, and they're huddling about something. And they've momentarily stopped play here to discuss what's going on down there. Coach comes onto the field.
We are 2:47 to go in the opening quarter. Both teams have possessed it once. Appling County had a nice drive to open the game, but the Pierce County defense forced them into a punting situation. Pierce County come back, their first possession of the first quarter. They, too, had a nice little gain, but also forced to punt it away. So now we're going to see Appling County go on offense for the second time tonight. We're getting late in the first quarter, no score. Larry, take it away.
Quarterback back there with Johnson in the backfield. He just gives a straight dive play up the middle, and that's enough for about a 4 or 5 yard gain, Phil. Now, Phil, on that first drive by Appling County, we saw the Pirates just zoom down the field, and they shot themselves in the foot with a penalty that backed them up to stall the drive. But now they're picking up right where they left off with a very strong run game.
Jason Griffiths, the quarterback, number 12, in there. Going to hand it off. I tell you, Appling is doing a good job, Larry, of running the football, just power football here early on, and they're running it with some authority.
Phil, we see plays, we see teams like this all the time, especially college run counter, and it's very difficult at the high school level because some of these guys just are not very good at pulling guards and traps, things like that. But Appling looks like a very good power run team, and they are trapping the Bexar County front seven to death.
All right, here we go now. Appling County going to give it to Hickox again. This time not much there at all.
Phil, the left side of that Pierce County defensive line got so much penetration by the time the running back got the ball. 2 defenders were 3 yards in the backfield just giving chase to the running back, and that running back had nowhere to go.
All right, so going to bring up now, what is this, 3rd down?
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Snap. Quarterback going to roll here, looking. He's running out of space, and he's just going to have to throw it away. Good defense that time by Pierce County.
If you're a viewer, you might be thinking that might have been intentional grounding, but there was a receiver in the area, and the quarterback just simply got rid of the ball by throwing at the receiver's feet.
All right, so going to be third down here for Appling County. No score. We're late in the opening quarter. Both teams' defenses really played well so far, but again, this running attack for both teams looking pretty good. Larry, you got a feeling that one of these running plays are going to bust through for a long one. But who will it go to, Pierce or Appling? We shall see. Heavy rush. He just gets it away. Complete, but a short gain.
Phil, Pierce County's defensive end, number 6, had a heavy rush. He just came flying through there. I don't know if it was a straight-on blitz or if he was unblocked or whatever, but the result was he put so much pressure on the quarterback, he had to get rid of the ball. He completed it, but only for about a 1 or 2 yard gain. It's going to be 4th and about 11.
All right, so another punting situation now for Appling County. So 2 offensive possessions for the Pirates and 2 punts. Griffiths is also the team's punter. Wow, he just got that one away. It's a low-line drive kick. Going to bounce at the 50 and take an Appling County bounce. And now they'll down it at the 45-yard line, and that's where the Bears are going to go on offense. We want to thank Baker Sports for sponsoring tonight's game. Baker Sports, for all of your sporting good needs, make sure to call on our friends at Baker Sports. Larry, what do you think so far?
The punter, number 12, was very fortunate to get that kickoff.
Well,
very fortunate. Rolled to the Pierce County 45-yard line. But, Phil, that is 2 plays in a row where that right side defensive end for the Pierce County Bears got so much penetration, that one almost resulted in a punt block.
It really did, Larry. That's all I was saying. Lucky he got that one off. So here we go now. I believe with that 31 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Here's Pierce County now. Their second offensive possession of the night. They got good field position here. Bale, right side. Nice run by Bale. Going to take it for, maybe 4 yards or so.
Yeah, just a nice straight quarterback run around the right end. Gets about 3 yards. But, Phil, you're right. You get this this impression that sooner or later one of these outstanding running backs for either team is going to break a long one.
Yeah, you really do. It just seems like, Larry, that, and I'm talking about for as the first quarter comes to an end, it just seems like on every running play, Larry, that they're within maybe a missed tackle from breaking it. And that's kind of where I'm getting that perception from. We are through 1 quarter of play. Let's take a break, and we'll hear from our friends at Baker Sports. All right, welcome back, everybody. Bill Jones, Larry Godwin. Brandon Pham is doing a masterful job making sure that we give you guys the great sight lines for tonight's game in this driving rainstorm. And, again, a big thanks to Stephen Tate and his lovely wife, Brittany. They made sure we were covered up tonight. They even took care of us, feeding us tonight. So I want to thank Stephen and Brittany Tate for taking care of us tonight. As we get ready to start quarter number 2, Larry, what do you got?
We got Pierce County lining up, and they're, as expected, there we go. We got a quarterback going right around the left end, and there he goes. He breaks a long run, but unfortunately here comes a yellow flag laying about the 45-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a holding play that's going to negate that play. It's going to bring it back. Phil, that's going to result in about a 2nd and about 18.
Yeah, these holding calls are so bad, especially when they're spot fouls, when that means they come from the spot of the foul. And I mean, you're talking about what he had, a 12, 15-yard gain on that play, and now you're talking about going back 10, 15 yards the other way, again, from the spot of the foul, Larry. That equates to about a 30-yard penalty when you look at it that way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Phil, we just got through saying that we just had the idea or the impression that any moment now a runner was going to break a long one, and that looked like it was going to be the play. But now we know why he broke such a long run, because it was a hold off that left side.
So now you are second and a country mile, maybe even a couple of country miles. All right, here's Pierce County now. Again, you can call him a wildcat or whatever. Direct snap to Bell, left side. There he goes. Goodness gracious. So, boy, is he not just like shot out of a cannon every time he gets the ball, Larry?
This Bell kid is electric, Phil. That was a 2nd and 19 play. And got about 21 yards. Now they're going to have first down at about the Bear 30, no, the Appling, 43-yard line.
Yeah, 43-yard line. So
that was that long play that we've been expecting.
That's it. And Larry, that previous play that they got penalized on, he came within an eyelash of breaking that one. So I'm telling you guys, you can just sense some big play coming. When will it be? Who will it be? We shall see. 1st and 10 for Pierce County. Bell, left side. He'll turn it up, and here comes that Appling defense. Larry, how effective can it be when, and I'm talking about for both teams, when you know it's going to be a running play, and you still are able to get 10, 15 yards a carry? That just amazes me.
Phil, this is going to test their manhood. There's no way around it. This is going to test the fortitude of Appling County, because Pierce County's not doing anything special. They're lining up in a simple play. Everybody in the stadium knows the quarterback is going to get the ball, and they're running straight at this Appling County Pirate defense, and they're getting big chunks of yards.
Great point, Larry. And with Appling County, you at least have the element of surprise with it being either the quarterback or one of the two talented running backs, and maybe even a toss in there every now and then, as we've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. I'm Phil Jones, Larry Godwin with me tonight on the broadcast. ITG next game of the week. We told you guys last week over in Coffee, the Coffee Warner Robins game was going to be our last one, but oh no, you never know when we've got something up our sleeve. We cannot let this one go past without coming over here and bringing it to you guys as our next ITG next game of the week.
And Phil, what a venue for a Friday night football game. This is really what it's all about, right? You got small towns all across the state of Georgia that are experiencing great football on a Friday night. It's a shame that this is the last regular season game of the season. So most of teams across the state, this is it. This is going to be their season. But we know these two teams are going to advance into the state playoffs. We're just looking to see which one's going to be the number one seed out of Region 1-3A.
That's a great point. Larry just said it. Both these teams will be playing next week somewhere. Of course, this is to determine, though, who will have that all-important number one seed. Now, the loser, not going to be too bad either, Larry. They'll also be playing at home as well. So that's the number 2 seed. But everyone wants the elusive number 1 as we come out of the timeout now. 2nd down. Bell eludes 1 tackle, but he's not going to be able to elude a 2nd tackle from Appling County.
There's that adjustment that we were expecting from that Appling County Pirate defense. They didn't do anything fancy, Phil. All they did was bring the safeties up, put 8 guys in the box, and now they're daring Pierce County to keep running straight at them. That brings up 3rd down and 7. This is a very, very important play at this point in this game.
Larry, do we dare see Pierce County, not known for its passing game at all, but do we see them try to maybe throw it on 3rd and, we'll call it 3rd and long, 3rd and 7?
Well, we saw that early in the game. They faked the quarterback run around the right. He pulled up, hits a streaking wide receiver over the middle, but that's not going to be the case. There they go with that run. And it looks like he's got a 1st down.
That's just incredible to me, Larry.
That is amazing. Everybody knows they're coming right at him, and so far, Appling County has no answer for this Pierce County Bear offense.
It's the undefeated Pirates at 9-0. Your 7-2 defending state champion Pierce County Bears in this clash of 1 AAA Titans tonight. This is for the region title, and right now, Pierce County, Larry, you got to say, has got the momentum as they're driving, trying to put this thing in just inside Appling's 30-yard line. Larry, take it away.
Okay, here's the quarterback around the right end, and he is just stood up by a host of Appling County Pirate defenders, Phil.
Oh, my goodness. Like he ran into a brick wall that time, Larry.
Well, Appling looks like they've made the adjustment by bringing up the safeties, and they might as well because Pierce County looks like they have no appetite for the passing game. So that particular play, the Appling County Pirates had about 10 to 11 guys in that box.
All right, so here we go. Another big play here. They're all big at this point, though.
8:30 left in the first half. It's 2nd and 11 on the Appling 31-yard line.
They want to throw it, Larry.
Oh, Phil. It almost reminded me of the wing T days. You run it, pound it up the middle, and then all of a sudden, when you least expect it, they slip a tight end, try to get him open behind that defense. And to Pierce County's credit, they had a man wide open down the middle. The quarterback just overthrew him.
Yeah, overshot him by about a yard or two. So there's that one or two throws that you kind of expect and you see sometime.
Sometimes you got to pull double duty.
So here we go. Pierce County, direct snap. Bell looking for some running room that far side. Again, gets away from one ball or one tackler, but not another one. As Appling County able to come up and make the play, Larry.
Yeah, there's that 10, 11 guys in the box that we just got through talking about, and it looks like it pays off for the Appling County Pirates. I want to see what kind of adjustment that the Pierce County Bears make to that defensive formation.
All right, so 4th and 10. We're 7-17. No, I'm sorry. 7. What is that?
No kick.
7:41 left to go. All right, here we go now. Big play. 4th and 10. Pierce County, they're kind of in no man's land here, Larry. They're too far for a field goal, too short for a punt. Or are they going to try a field goal, Larry?
They're going to try a field goal.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to set this ball down at about the 37-yard line.
47-yard field goal attempt here. The hold will come, as Larry just said, at the 37. Can he kick it in this kind of conditions? We're about to find out. Larry, you got the call. Tell us what's happening.
There's the kick. It's off. It's going to be way short. It's going to be way, way short. He got too much under that ball. I don't know if he got distracted by that defensive line, but that was nowhere close.
So no good, as Larry Godwin just told you. Larry, that's a long field goal attempt in these treacherous conditions. A little bit of a high snap, but just a tough thing to ask a kid to come in and kick one from 47.
That's right. So as a result, the Appling County Pirates are going to take over first down, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. They line up. Quarterback's in a shotgun position. Running back's right behind him. It's almost a little offset pistol.
Let's go, boys!
That was Jonah Allen, by the way, on the field goal attempt. Not much doing here on this first down run by Appling.
The last couple of drives by the Appling County Pirates, they've been able to run the ball up the middle, right off the center and the guard. But in that particular play, they tried it again, Phil, and the Pierce County defense stood up tall, they stiffened up, and had none of that for a no gain on that play.
All right, here we go, 2nd down and 10. We're in the second quarter, no score. Clock continuing to run here as both these teams keeping it on the ground. And again, not much doing.
I'm really surprised they continue to go to this dive play over and over again. It might be the case where they're going to this play too often, Phil.
Yes, so Appling County has tried to throw it a little bit more than Pierce, but you got to wonder if they're going to try to maybe start throwing it a little bit, because you're right, Pierce County really getting a good read on the running plays. All right, Larry.
It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, Appling's got the ball on their own 20-yard line. looks like they're in a wildcat formation. They'd run a little jet sweep to the left side, and the entire Pierce County defensive line stuffed that play for a big loss all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Larry, 3 plays and minus 5 yards. You're seeing, guys, why Pierce County, they're state champions until somebody proves otherwise.
It looks like, Phil, the momentum is slowly shifting over to that Pierce County side of the field. Their offense stalled, missed a field goal, but their defense came on the field and forced a 3-and-out on the Appleton County Pirates.
Wow, Larry, Pierce County has nobody back deep.
That was surprising. I don't know if they lined up for a punt block attempt, but you're right. They had nobody back to return that ball.
Larry, there was a strong safety who was up about, 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, and I noticed that they had nobody back deep. A little surprising there. Now, they're still going to wind up with pretty good field position, but I'm not sure what Ryan Herring and the staff of Pierce County was doing on that one.
That's a head scratcher for sure, but regardless, it's the result of the play is they get the ball 1st and 10. They've got the ball about their 45-yard line with 5:05 left in the first half.
Big thanks to Baker Sports, Baker Sporting Goods, our sponsor of tonight's game. They, of course, one of our primary sponsors of the ITG Next Game of the Week all year long. And we want to thank Baker Sporting Goods for their sponsorship of tonight's game.
The Pierce County Bears on that last drive feasted on their left side of their offensive line, and here they go back to that left side, Phil.
Wow, Bale took a hard crack that time, Larry, from one of the interior Pirates.
Yeah, the right defensive tackle for Appleton County got a little penetration, enough to stop the quarterback after about a 1.5-yard gain.
We're under 5 minutes to go in the half in a 0-0 slugfest of a defensive battle here tonight in a rainy Blackshear, Georgia. Phil Jones, Larry Godwin with you. He has joined us for tonight's play-by-play on this ITG Next Game of the Week. We're glad to have LG with us. All right, here we go now, and LG's right. They keep going to that left side of the line. They're going to go there again. Now he'll turn it back up to the middle, but there's nothing there.
Now that was an interesting offensive formation. Up until this point, Pierce County has been stacking their offensive line, putting everybody up there. That time they go into a 3-wide formation, hoping to spread that Appleton County front 7 out a little bit to give a little bit more running room up the middle, but it didn't work because Appleton County was there.
Larry, we had a false start on Pierce County that time. I didn't see the flag, but we just heard the announcement. And here's Brandon Pham coming back in to join us. Guys, we have a flood of cables and power strip bars and laptops and hot spots all under us. We have to watch carefully where we step.
I'm expecting any second now someone's going to either trip or get electrocuted, one or the other.
Exactly. It certainly is an electrifying atmosphere tonight, that's for sure, as we have yet another run to the left side, Larry.
Phil, Pierce County goes back to their base formation, and they've spotted something on their left side, and that's all they're doing over and over, either up the middle or off that left end. But that's going to result in a 4th down and about 4.5 yards.
So right now, Larry, what we've got is a battle of field position back and forth. These teams are trading punts back and forth. Who will be the first to break through? And Larry, here's Appleton County now with really nobody back deep. I don't know why both teams now are deciding to employ this strategy unless they're maybe expecting a fake punt. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. One of the Appleton County, I presume their head coach spotted something. Maybe it was that. Maybe he noticed that he didn't have a punt returner, but he was sprinting down the field trying to get an official's attention so he could call a timeout, and that's exactly what's happened here.
Of course, remember it was last year the former Lowndes head coach, Coach Tumberland, that coached this Appleton County team. His favorite saying, power up. Tonight is, of course, this year, Jordan Mullis, former coordinator, promoted to the head coaching position. And, boy, he is picked right up where Coach Tumberland left off last year. And, of course, over on the other side for Pierce County, it's Ryan Herring. What a great job he has done here, of course. Goes without saying, state championship. Last year, they won it in overtime over a tough Oconee County team. And, of course, Pierce County fans hoping they'll get back there again this year, but Appleton County fans got something to say about that.
With 3:13 left in the first half, Pierce County is going to punt from their 50-yard line. Nice punt.
Ooh, dangerous catch that time, Larry.
That was a dangerous catch given the conditions. He could have easily muffed that punt.
He really could. Again, you kind of expecting something like that on a night like tonight. Guys, we are under, as you can see, I'm sure, when we, especially when we get the shot in the lights, a driving rainstorm. It's been that way all game. It's going to be that way the rest of the game, and it's actually going to be that way all night tonight. Larry, you've got the call on this one as I've got a big black umbrella right in front of me.
All right, Appleton County's got 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line. They're in their power set. Quarterback rolls out to the right. He throws it out. It looks like it's going to be complete. The Pierce County coaches on their sideline are screaming at the official, claiming that the ball was incomplete, but the official said won't have any of that. They said ball's complete at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Larry, what you got?
2nd and 5. Appleton County's got the ball on their 25. Hands the ball off to number 2. That's Jalen Johnson for about a 4-yard gain. That's going to set up a crucial 3rd and 1 play with 2:30 left in the first half.
Big play here. Goes without saying. They're all big at this point. We're nothing to nothing if you're just joining us. We're late in the first half, 2:15 and counting. Anytime you got two teams that are running it primarily, you're going to run a clock in a hurry, and that's what's happened tonight. Larry, what do you got?
Quarterback's in the shotgun, offset, hands the ball off to Jalen Johnson. It's going to be close field. I don't think he got any yardage off that play. I think they stood him straight up. He's going to be about half a yard short. It's going to be a 4th and half a yard. This is going to be interesting. What is Appleton County going to do? 4th and about half a yard on their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, you got to punt it. There's just no way. Absolutely no way. I think Appleton County is going to let clock run here. And let's see. No,
they're trying to draw the ball.
Yeah, no way can you go for this. No way. They'll probably go with the hard count here, Larry.
They're going to have to call a timeout here. The play clock's running down. And that's exactly what happened. They're going to call a timeout. Looks like they're going to talk this over. Phil, could he really be contemplating going for this on 4th and half a yard on his own 29-yard line?
No way. No way. That's simply a play there. You're accomplishing a couple of things. You want to go up and run a hard count, hoping you'll get Pierce County to jump off sides and give you a first down the easy way. Pierce County was disciplined and did not fall for that. The second thing you accomplish is you run time off the clock, because what you want to do, even though you're going to punt it away to Pierce, you don't want to give them too much time once they get the ball, and that's going to be the case. 1:17 is where we are now, so you got to figure they'll come out, punt it away, and Pierce County will have very little time to go down and do much of anything, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to come out and line up in a punt formation. And you're exactly right. That was too risky of a play at this juncture with a 1:17 left in the first half. Phil, if you don't make that half yard, you're giving the Pierce County Bears so much momentum right before the end of the half.
Yeah, so now, again, I've talked about the big play, Larry. That could be the difference in tonight's game. That's what you got to guard against when you have a special teams play, which we're about to have here with Pierce County about to receive the punt. Are we going to see a fake punt here? Could we? Appling's jumping around a lot. Long snap count. Wow. Oh. There's the fumble.
And there's that big play.
There's the fumble. It's still on the ground. Who's got it? Pierce County's going to fall back on it, Larry.
We had so many players from both teams had a chance to get the ball. For a second there, I was about to say, Field, there's that big play that we were kind of looking for. But just as I was about to say that, the ball squirts free from the Appleton County Pirate player and into the arms of the Pierce County Bear.
Whoa, Larry, what did I say as a big waterfall of rain just comes cascading
that's
down?
That's what we've been warning these fans in front of us.
So, Larry, what did I say earlier, though? What's one of the most dangerous things you can do? Try to catch the ball in these conditions on punt returns. I said it earlier, and that time it almost came back to haunt the Pierce County Bears. They were very fortunate to be able to get back on the ball. Now, what that did do, because it went squirting out so much, Larry, is Pierce County probably lost about 10 yards from where they would have been able to have that ball on the fair catch, and they'll now have it back around their own 26. 105 left to go.
Just a simple jet sweep around the left end. I don't think they got any yards. I can see what Coach Herron's trying to do, spread out the Pierce County offense, maybe get some space for their athletic playmakers, but the Appleton County Pirate defense had nothing to do with that.
57 seconds. We're just under a minute to go in the first half. No score here on a driving rainstorm here in Pierce County. Look out.
There's that big play.
Bill still on his feet. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Appleton County can't bring him down, Larry.
That was a play created by formation. Coach Herring schemed that play. He split two wide receivers out to left, increased the splits on his offensive line. That gave a little bit of crease for that quarterback to work his magic. And that pulling guard, man, he created a giant hole for their quarterback to run right through.
He did. Larry, Appling players, though, had 2-3 chances to tackle him, and they just cannot bring him down. One of the more electrifying players I've ever seen, DJ Bell. Little reverse play here. Not going to go anywhere.
I think Pierce County got a little bit too cute on that play. They had a bunch formation out to the right. They tried to do a little toss sweep out back to the left side, almost like a counter sweep play, and the Appleton County defensive end sniffed it out and stopped them for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, almost like a counter jet sweep, if you will. All right, so with that, Larry, we've got a timeout. Well, again, want to thank Baker's Sporting Goods for sponsoring tonight's game. Coming to you tonight at Bearville Stadium in what is an absolute driving rainstorm. It's been this way all game, and it's not going to let up tonight anywhere if you're in the South Georgia viewing area.
25 seconds left before halftime, Phil, and what an impressive drive. What an impressive, explosive drive by the Pierce County offense. They've driven this ball all the way down to the Appleton County 24-yard line.
Larry, we remember now in the last possession, Pierce County sent Jonah Allen out to try a 47-yard field goal attempt. He was short. From where the ball sits now, just in case you're thinking field goal, the ball's at what, Larry, the 24?
24-yard line.
So you're looking at about a 40-yard field goal attempt, but that's if Pierce County was not able to gain any more yardage. Let's see what they do. They're going to throw it, Larry. Had a man wide open, and he overshot him.
Wide open, the ball was a little bit high. Receiver probably should have caught it, hit him in the hands. But again, it's the effect of the rain on that ball. That ball gets slick this time. So unless you have a perfect pass, it's going to be hard for these receivers to bring down these crazy catches. But Phil, you were right. That was just a simple bunch formation on the right side. It was almost as if they were running a shotgun wing tee. That formation kind of reminded me of a wing tee with the quarterback backed up. Looked like they were going to try to run and snuck that tight end right down the middle. Had him open, just overthrew him a little bit.
All right, here we go.
That was a false start.
It was indeed. Larry, you saw it with the eagle eye. No, wait a minute.
Somebody called a timeout?
Appling got a timeout there.
Wow.
So a timeout. Here's where we are as we keep it right here. 16.8 seconds left. We're 16.8 seconds left. Nothing to nothing. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Larry, what do you think here? Larry, you're the offensive coordinator for Pierce County. Ryan Herring is looking at you saying, Coach, what are we going to call? What do you do?
Well, I go with the bread and butter that's got me all the way down here. I line them up, spread out the formation a little bit, give the running lanes a little bit more gap, right, and just run that quarterback around the left end. They've gotten some yardage around that left end. I expect them to do that again. Now, the other play that's worked for them is that counter trap right up the middle where they split out the offensive lineman just a little bit, create a little bit more space, pull that guard around, kicks out that nose guard, and you have a run lane right up the middle. So it's one of those 2 plays I expect on this play.
A packed house here tonight, especially here on the Appling County side. That's where we are. We are amongst the Pirate fans over on the visitor side. Big thanks again. I've been giving him credit all game, and I'm going to continue to give credit to Stephen Tate, who made sure we were taken care of, protected from the elements tonight. And we want to thank Stephen Tate. He's a big Coffee County fan, but he came over here with us tonight and taking really good care of us. Stephen and his wife, Brittany, we appreciate those guys so much for taking care of us. All right, here we go. We're coming out of the timeout now. It's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and 12. I said 3rd and 2 earlier. 3rd and 12 now. So here we go.
We got 19 seconds left, Phil, in the first half.
All right, here we go. 3rd down, 19 seconds. Larry just said it. You may not, I tell you, don't be surprised to see Pierce County try to pass this ball. He's going to roll. There it comes, Larry. Going to throw back.
Ball's incomplete. Fantastic play by the Appling County safety. He was not fooled by that formation at all. Pierce County simply lined up in a wing T formation with the quarterback in a shotgun position. He rolled out to the left. He tried to throw back to his right, and the safety was right there with the wide receiver, knocked the ball away, and that's going to result in a field goal attempt with about 14.4 seconds left from the 31-yard line. So we got a 41-yard kick coming up here.
Allen going to try another one. 47 yards earlier was short. Let's see what we got here. Here's the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. It's on its way.
Wide left.
Wide left. Larry called it. Larry, he was kicking it right into the teeth of the wind and the rain.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as that ball got airborne, it's like a wall of water and wind just knocked the ball down, pushed it out to the left side. Now, Phil, I've been told that this kicker is a pretty good kicker. He's got a really good leg. But so far, he's been kicking into the teeth of that wind, and you've seen as a result that wind just knocks the ball straight down.
Yeah, it really has, Larry. It's just, I mean, you said it perfectly. As soon as the ball left his foot, it was just boom. Now, Appling County going to line up. They'll take a knee and go to the locker room, Larry, in a 0-0 game. There's the snap. There's the kneel down. And that is going to do it for the first half. Your score is absolutely nothing. Appling County 0, Pierce County 0 in a battle for the Region 1 AAA crown. Neither team able to get much of anything going here tonight, Larry, except for that last drive. Pierce County showed signs that they were going to go down and maybe get some points, but back-to-back incomplete passes. You can see, again, that's not their strength, and I think that has showed here tonight.
Absolutely. It's been interesting to see the ebb and flow of this game, just like you see in every football game. Appling County came out and started this game. Their offense was red hot. That first possession field they had, they zoomed all the way down the field, shot themselves in the foot with a really bad face mask penalty on the offense, backed them up, stalled the drive, and as the game progressed, that Pierce County defense started stopping in a big way the Appling County run game. But, Phil, you see that on the flip side, the Pierce County running game seems to be getting stronger as this game goes on. They've had 2 deep drives into Appling territory that has resulted in 2 missed field goals, but that's something to keep an eye on. Does Appling County's defense do something to adjust during this halftime to slow down that Pierce County running attack?
All right, we are 0-0 here at the half. All right, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the halftime show here in Blackshear. Both bands on the field performing. Hey, give the band credit. They got out here in the elements, LG, just as much as the players did in the first half. Larry, your thoughts on the first half of play? We're 0-0 here.
Phil, this is just an old-fashioned slobber knocker type of game, played in the elements in early November, and this is just what you expect in good old-fashioned South Georgia football. A defensive battle, two offenses trying to find their footing. On the surface, it looks like the Pierce County Bears had a little bit of momentum going into the halftime, even though they missed 2 field goals, right? But what you saw was their offense started to gain some momentum. They started getting big chunks of yards in their running game against this Appling Pirate defense.
Guys, big thanks to everybody along the lines watching tonight. Jim Blair, Lee Hayes, April Stanfield. Thank you guys so much. Our buddy Jim Blair commenting. Thank you so much, guys. Here we go. Ready to start quarter number 3. Pierce County on offense. Going to go direct snap as they have all first half. And going to go for maybe a couple, Larry?
About 3 yards, Phil. Nothing surprising there. Same counter trap play right up the middle. Looks like they're picking on Appling's right defensive tackle. Got about 2.5, 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 on their 35-yard line.
Ryan Harwood says, go Bears. Brent Ware says, I love a good physical game. Reminds me of our old Vidalia versus Swainsboro game. Yep, not far from here. We have definitely got a good old slobber knocker of a game. 0-0. Just underway third quarter. Bell takes the high snap. Brings it down. Left side, not much.
He went around that right end like a bullet, but he ran into a brick wall. The brick wall won that play.
He really did. And, yes, that was just we've seen that a lot tonight, Larry. Bell, explosive speed, but, man, this Appling County defense really brings the wood, don't they?
Yeah, he's got to be a tough kid because he's taken a pounding tonight. He's made some big plays with his feet, but at times you can tell he runs to a brick wall, but he keeps getting up and keeps on ticking, Phil.
You're watching our ITG Next Game of the Week. We are live here in Blackshear under a driving rainstorm, 0-0. Third down, just underway, third quarter. Bell going to pull up and throw it, and it's almost intercepted. Larry, Appling County defensive back went up the ladder, almost had it, couldn't hang on to it, but it's going to be a 3-and-out for Pierce County, Larry.
Pierce County, again, faked that roll around the left end with their quarterback and tried to sneak a wide receiver down the left sideline. And give it credit to the discipline of that defensive backing set for Appling County. He had 2 safeties all over him, almost ended up in interception. I think the rain is the only thing that kept that ball from getting intercepted. What a great roll Pierce County punter just got there. Ball rolls all the way down to the Pierce County 25-yard line. The Appling County 25-yard line.
Yeah, and again, wisely enough, Larry, we saw the Appling County return man just get out of the way. Do you think there was a conversation had in the locker room at halftime? Guys, unless it's a perfect-looking play, unless you got a lot of room to run, just get away from it. We don't need any kind of turnover on special teams.
There's no doubt. Both coaching staffs have got to be emphasizing that with their respective players tonight because it seems like, Phil, we're heading for a game where the team that makes the mistake first is probably going to end up losing this game.
Good point. Running play. Oh, it's a great tackle from behind.
Great tackle from behind, but it looks like the yellow flag is out, and they're probably going to get a holding call against the Appling Pirates.
Wow.
And that's exactly what it was. That's going to back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Guys, this Appling County team is so loaded with talent. Now, Larry, we were told at halftime by Gilbert Ellis, big Appling County guy. Gilbert's going to hate me for not remembering his name. But Gilbert told us at halftime, kind of gave us the scoop, said that we could see a change at quarterback if they want to go more physical. We're going to keep an eye on that, Larry, here in the second half.
Yeah, the Griffiths kid is still in at quarterback. Looks like Appley's got first and about 22 yards. First and 23 from their own 12-yard line. Griffiths back in the shotgun, running back right beside him. They got a wide receiver on either side of the field. He drops back to pass. There's a pass. Oh, there. Griffiths tried to get the ball out to number 26 on the left side, but it looks like they're going to get a flag for either defensive holding or pass interference.
Yeah, one of the two. And you could see the Appling receiver. He was calling for it right away, Larry. He was doing the motion of pulling the flag out of the pocket to the referee. And sure enough, seconds later, here comes the flag. So you're right. Either going to get a pass interference or a defensive hold. Let's see what the call is going to be.
It's going to be pass interference against the Pierce County Bears.
Now, Larry, I don't think it's automatic first down, is it?
No, that should result in still a first down and about 5 yards. First and 7, looks like.
All right. All right, so here we go. Appling County, their first offensive possession. We saw Pierce County get it to start the second half. They went 3 and out, had to punt it away. Now we're going to have, looks like, an adjustment on the marking of the ball. Here we go, ready to go. After the pass interference, first and 8. Pierce, Appling at their own 27. They're going to bounce it outside. Got a little bit of running room over there.
There's that Jalen Johnson kid. Just a straight play up the middle, but he was athletic enough to see the whole close up, bounced it out to the right side, picks up very, very positive yards. Looks like it's going to result in a first down for the Pirates.
It is a first down. Move the chains. Appling County with a nice little drive here. They're now up to their own 35-yard line. A new set of downs just underway in the third quarter. 2 receivers, far side, one here to the near side. Quarterback wants to throw, looks, left. Now he's going to look back right, throw it down the field, and receiver fell down, Larry.
Receiver just fell down, tripped on his feet or the DB's feet, but the result in the play was ball was just well overthrown, and that's going to result in a 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Big thanks to Baker Sporting Goods for sponsoring tonight's game. They've been one of our primary sponsors all season long as part of our ITG Next Game of the Week sponsorship. And they are our sponsor tonight. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Appling County again from their own 35. Going to run it right up the middle. A little bit of running room. Taking it to about the 40.
Phil, we were speculating at the half what Appling County would have to do adjustment-wise on their offensive side of the ball. And we look and we see that they've opened this offense just enough with a couple of pass plays down the field that has forced Pierce County to soften up that front 7, and it's actually opened up some running lanes for this Appling County Pirate offense.
Big play here, 3rd down, 3rd and a long 5. We'll call it 6 needed for the first. About 5.5. Quarterback comes up, says something to his center. And let's see what they do. It's a high snap. He pulls it out, hands it off. Running room, right side. Larry, I think he's going to be brought down short of the first down. Let's see.
He's going to be short, man. He made an athletic play, made a defender miss, but ran into a great tackle. But I can't see what number that was. Maybe number 9 made that tackle. But what a great open field tackle on a very athletic running back that's got about 15 offers at D1 schools. Stopped him about a yard short. It looks like Appling County is going to line up to go for this on 4th down.
Going to go for it. 4th and about a yard. They're going to go for it. And I think this time they are going to go for it from their own 44. It's a big gamble, Larry. Or are they going to try to force Pierce County to jump all sides like we saw them do in the second quarter?
Yeah, they're about to call timeout. 2 seconds left on the play clock.
And once again, Appling County says, yeah, we're not going to take a chance. Larry, I think that's the right call. I think there's no way you go for it on your side of the 50 in a 0-0 game.
Well, still too early in a nothing game. Too early in the second half to make a kind of a gutsy. What, did they just back the ball up? Was there a penalty? Was that a delay of game?
Wow, was it?
They just backed the ball up. Now it's 4th and 6. Looks like they took a delay of game to back the ball up 5 yards.
Now that's interesting. I'm not sure why you would do that unless it was not planned. Maybe there was some confusion. Maybe they wanted to go for it, and I don't know. But, Larry, it's a delay of game penalty, and now it backs them up 5, and there's no doubt you'll punt it away now. Heavy rush again coming from Pierce County. Low line drive punt.
Wow, what a roll for this kicker. Ball rolls all the way down to the 16-yard line. Phil, the only reason why you take a delay of game and not call a timeout is because when you go out there, and they were faking the going for it on 4th and 1 the whole time. If they had any intention of going for that, they had called a timeout, regained their composure, and went for it again. But just the mere fact of letting the clock run out, taking a delay of game, tells me that was a fake the entire time.
You know, that's a great point you make. Another possibility is that maybe Appling and Coach Mullis wants to hang on to the timeouts for later in the game. I don't know. I think both of those are plausible and possible answers, Larry. But nevertheless, Pierce County now goes back on offense. Their second offensive possession of the second half. Run play, far side, Larry. Going to go for what? A couple?
Yeah, that's going to go for maybe 1 or 2 yards. Looks like maybe they're going to give them about 2.5, 3 yards on that.
We are up in the stands. We're with the fans in the stands. We're in the elements tonight, but not as bad as it could have been if not for the gracious help of our buddy Stephen Tate tonight. Can't say enough about what Stephen did for us tonight, taking great care of us to make sure that we're somewhat covered. So big thanks to Stephen for getting us taken care of tonight. Second down play. Look out. Unbelievable.
That quarterback, the Bell kid, is just making some just athletic plays. He was stopped for about 5 or 6 yards, just bouncing off defenders, keeping his balance, keeping his legs churning, and all of a sudden he picks up about 15 yards.
Sometimes words are not necessary, guys. Larry, sometimes I just want to let the camera capture the footwork, the elusiveness of DJ Bell. What a player. And Larry, we have had the pleasure this year of seeing some of the greatest players across the state of Georgia and Florida doing these ITG Next games of the week. And we're seeing another one here tonight. 0-0. Third quarter, no score. Pierce County going to throw it. Down the middle it goes. Jump ball. He overshoots everybody.
Yeah, that was nothing fancy there. That was a straight, they telegraphed that pass all the way. The wide receiver on the right side just streaked down, a little post pattern right down the middle. Quarterback didn't even try to fake running it. He just dropped back. It was a straight pass all the way. Unfortunately, he's just overthrowing his receivers tonight. If he can get that ball down, I know it's kind of hard to do in a driving rain with this kind of wind, Phil, but if he can get that ball down just a little bit, he's got some open receivers. They've spotted a little softness in this Appling County Pirate defense, and I expect them sooner or later to hit one deep right down the middle on that pass play. Now here's the Bell kid, takes the snap. This time that Pirate defense is ready for him, and they swallow him up on that left side of the line.
Late penalty flag
going
to be thrown for a celebration penalty, Larry. We're going to get an unsportsmanlike called on Appling County for excessive celebration.
That's exactly what has happened. You cannot – it's one thing to make a great defensive stop, but if you got 4 or 5 guys in on the stop, you can't be huddling over and standing over the ball carrier, taunting him the way they were doing, and that's exactly what happened.
So that is going to be costly. That will mark off 15 yards against Appling County, Larry. And now you're talking about being on the other side of the 50, just barely at the 49 of Appling County.
On a play where the Appling Pirate defense just swallowed up that quarterback, stopped him for a no-yard or a 0-yard gain, all of a sudden they have a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct, results in a 15-yard play. And Phil, in a game like this, all it takes is a little bit of spark. Is that the spark that the Pierce County Bear offense needed?
Direct snap to Bill. He's going to pull up, going to throw it.
There's
a
pass.
man open in the middle of the field.
We just said that a while ago. If he can get his passes down about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, he's got a wide open receiver down the middle anytime he wants it.
Knox Bennett on the pass completion. I think he has all 3 of the completions tonight for Pierce County, Larry.
It's interesting that both of these offenses spent the entire first half just trading running plays back and forth, and now both of them have started this second half throwing the ball in a driving rain.
Well, do you think that these coaches are sensing and understanding the sense of urgency here, not wanting a 0-0 tie? Bell, some running room, Larry. He found a little bit of room on that left side.
Yeah, Bell just takes it around that left end like he's done so many times tonight for about 5 yards on the play. It's going to result in 2nd and 5 all the way down to the, 22-yard line of Appling County.
Larry, we've seen Pierce County easily, of either team, had the deepest penetration. This is their 3rd drive of this game where they've taken it inside the 30-yard line of Appling County, but they've come away empty. 2 missed field goal attempts tonight.
Phil, if Pierce County ends up scoring on this drive, remember how big that 15-yard personal foul penalty they had just a couple of minutes ago.
Great call. Was 2nd and 4 from the 22, but now it's going to be, I believe, 2nd and about 6 or 3rd and 6 from back at the 24, depending on the spot.
Well, they gave him his forward progress, so he ended up losing about 1 yard. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 down at the Appling County 22-yard line with about 4:34 left in the 3rd quarter.
Again, clock is just flying tonight in this game, and understandably so, because we've seen both teams run it 90% of the time tonight. All right, as Larry just mentioned, this is a huge play. We've seen Pierce County get down in this situation, drive it deep, come up empty on 3rd down, and have to go for a long field goal attempt. They missed both of them. Let's see what happens here. Jump pass. Incomplete.
Yeah, that was the fault of the quarterback. They rolled around to the right, faked a run around the right end, and all he did was try to throw back to the left. He had an open receiver, number 25, over there to the left. Quarterback just threw it at his feet, and it resulted in an incomplete pass.
All right, and if you can see from Mr. Cameraman's shot, you can see that we're going to have yet another field goal attempt from the 30, a 40-yard field goal attempt from Jonah Allen in the teeth of this rain and wind. From 40 yards away. Here's the snap, the hole, the kick is going to be short again. I think Appling got a piece of that, Larry.
Yeah, that interior front 7, I'm not sure which player it was, but he came busting through that front line and got a couple of fingers on it, enough to alter the flight path of that ball, and that ball came up well short, about 10, 12 yards short.
So 3 Pierce County drives tonight, deep into Appling territory, Larry, has resulted in 3 missed field goal opportunities. Will that come back to haunt them tonight?
How many missed opportunities can Pierce County survive tonight? That's going to be the big key if they end up losing this ball game.
So score remains 0-0. Jet sweep. Running back turns the corner. He's got running room. 40, 45.
Nothing fancy there, just a simple jet sweep around the left end. He finds a running lane right down the left sideline and takes it from the 20 all the way out to about the 47-yard line.
M.J. McCray on the carry that time. And he's got this Appling County side electrified with that big run there, Larry. Was it 24 yards?
Yeah, 24, 25 yards on the carry. It's just a simple jet sweep around the left end, and now that results in a timeout for the Pierce County Bears. And Phil, you can sense the momentum starting to shift all the way back to this Appleton County Pirate. Listen to this crowd on the visitor side. Phil, you've got to credit this bunch from Baxley making the drive all the way over here from Baxley. And if you compare this side to the home side, and I know that it's cold, it's wet, it's windy, that's kept a lot of the home crowd at home, but you couldn't tell it over here on the Appleton County side.
Baker Sporting Goods, sponsors of tonight's game. We want to thank our friends at Baker Sports for sponsoring tonight's game. They've been a primary sponsor involved in every game this year, our ITG Next Game of the Week, and they are our sponsor here tonight. Baker Sporting Goods, let Baker outfit your sports team. All right, Larry, we're coming out of the timeout now. Again, the clock continues to just roll in this game. We're 3:30 coming out of the timeout. A quick third quarter, scoreless, but here's Appleton County after a big run. First down, just shy of the 50. Another big run. All the way down, still on his feet to the Pierce County 40.
Phil, you can just feel the momentum in the air over here on this Appleton County side of the field. You can see it in the players. They go in a up-tempo formation. Here's Appleton County ready to run the ball again.
Oh, snap! It's between his legs, and he'll go down and fall on it. And Larry, that momentum that you were just talking about.
Oh, we got a flag. What is this?
Let's see.
We got two flags. We got a flag thrown by the white hat right in the middle of the field, and then the side judge over there threw a flag as well.
Are we going to have offsetting penalties here?
We got a personal foul on Appleton. Oh my gosh, Phil, what a disaster. Appleton County had all the momentum. They had it deep in about the 40-yard line on Pierce County. Then a bad snap ensued, went under the quarterback's legs. He jumped on the ball. Then as he and several players got up, resulted in another personal foul penalty. And that one play now has resulted in about a 25 to 30-yard loss.
Yeah, Larry, you were just not as soon as you got it out of your mouth, Larry, after that last 15-yard run down to the Pierce County 40, you were right. This crowd was getting excited. Appling was up on their feet. They were running tempo. They were ready to go. And then the ball snaked through the quarterback's legs. He had to go back and get it, at the 45-40. And now we've got an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And now Appling all the way back on their own 33, Larry. Incredible.
Yeah, it looks like it's second down and 38 to go on their own 33.
So second and Waycross. Here we go. They're going to run it all the way. It's for progress. We'll give him the 40. But going to be brought down there.
Just a simple dive play right up the middle there. Appleton County's offensive line is starting to open up some holes, but unfortunately because of the bad snap and the personal foul penalty, that was just a little too late. Now they got 3rd and 30 from their own 40-yard line.
Jarvis Mims on that last carry. He got a little bit of it back, but not nearly enough. So, Larry, the yard marker down there, so they've got to get it where?
They've got to get it down all the way to close to the 32-yard line.
Wow. So let's see. Do they try to put up a Hail Mary or something? Let's see. It's going to be a pass play. Quarterback going to throw it long downfield. Batted down, incomplete. He threw it into double coverage that time, Larry. Pierce County had a corner and a safety back to defend it.
Yeah, that was just that. You could tell that play was just badly developing. Quarterback rolls out to his right. The wide receiver is running a post route in the middle, but the defense forced the quarterback a little too far to the right. He was forced to throw against his body and couldn't get any momentum on that ball. And as a result, you saw that ball just die in the air, and that gave the two defenders a chance to play on the ball.
Stephen Tate just showed us the great numbers we've got watching tonight's game. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Here's the punt. Wow. Pierce County man returns it. Look out. Got some running room. 40, 45. Ball comes out. Appling says they've got it. No, the referee, though, was going to say he was down. Larry, I couldn't tell. Bang, bang play, but the referee was right on top of it, and he said the runner was down.
From my vantage point, it did look like he hit the ground, and as soon as he hit the ground, the ball popped loose, and it's understandable why, because that ball is so slick and wet tonight, Phil.
We're 1:46 left to go in the third. If you just happen to be tuning in, it's 0-0. Obviously, as you can see, and probably where you're at, we are in a driving rainstorm here in Blackshear, Georgia, the site of tonight's battle for Region 1 AAA. No score. Pierce County, Appling County. The winner clinches the region and goes on to the playoffs as the number 1 seed. Neither team really has broke through yet. But Larry, here's Pierce County back on offense. Straight run, Larry.
Simple quarterback keeper right up the middle for about 6 yards on the clear.
Wizards up the middle, bouncing off of bodies up to the 40-ish. Second down, 5.
I think we have the loudest PA announcer I've ever heard. He's doing a pretty good job.
On that last possession, Pierce County benefited off greatly on a personal foul by Appling County, took the ball down, and benefited on the legs of their quarterback, also opened up the offense, resulted in some big pass plays to zoom down the field. Let's see what that Pierce County offense does now.
Empty backfield, second down. Bell looks, throws, far side, incomplete. Larry, again, throwing the football is not the bread and butter of either of these teams, and especially on a night like tonight when the ball's slippery, you could see that ball slipped out of Bell's hand, incomplete.
You really did. That ball was almost like a changeup coming into home plate. It was so slick and moving around.
So now you've got third down and long. Third down, and we'll call it 5.5, needed for the first. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter. No score. Pierce County's got it at their own 44. Here they come up to the line. Single back. The up back, blocking for Bell, who's going to take the direct snap, left side. And Bell going to take it over the 45, about the 46. Larry, I think he's going to be about a couple of yards short of the first.
He's going to be a couple yards short. I think Pierce County just got away with a false start. They're right in left just slightly before the ball was snapped. But regardless, ball carrier picked up about 3 yards, going to leave up 4th and 2 on their own 47. Looks like they're going to line up in punt formation.
Larry, I was going to say, Ryan Herring did not hesitate at all. As soon as the ball was marked, he immediately signaled for his punt team to come out there. And again, Larry, Appling has nobody back deep. Larry, there's nobody back deep for Appling County. What do you think the strategy is here, Larry?
Okay, so they're just playing straight up fake punt the entire way. That's the only reason why you would allow a punt to go all the way down there.
That, or, as we've said a couple of times tonight, LG, I don't think either coach, and especially Coach Mullis, I don't think he wants to chance a fumble on a punt return, a muff kick, whatever, a muff punt return. I don't think they want to chance that. They're eager to just let it roll, beat down, and they'll take their chances from the line of scrimmage.
Entirely possible, because we saw a play that was muffed earlier in the game on a punt return, which almost was a major disaster for Pierce County, which the ball was batted around several times, and one of the Pierce County Bears was able to fall on it. But nonetheless, we're headed to the fourth quarter field in a scoreless game. This is time where both teams hold 4 fingers in the air. It's almost become a cliche now, right? We're the fourth quarter team, but only one of these teams can be a fourth quarter team. Are we destined to go into overtime?
That's a good point. I tell you, again, Pierce County has come close 3 times tonight. I say they've come close. They have come the closest to threatening to score, but they've come away empty on 3 missed field goals. Appling County has yet to really seriously threaten tonight. Here we go. Pierce County now. Back deep in their own territory. First down run. Going to go for 2 or 3, and that's about it.
I don't see any deviation from their game plan. They look like they're very comfortable running the ball even this late in the game. Even both teams are scoreless in the fourth quarter. Appling's not coming up with any sense of urgency. I would expect that this late in the game that their offense would show a little bit more of a sense of urgency, but they just run the ball straight up the middle. It's 2nd and 8 on their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think the strategy right now is I'm not going to be the team to make the first mistake. Going to throw long. He overshoots a man. We're going to get a holding call a defensive holding call, Larry, on the corner for Pierce County.
And Phil, it was a very good thing that corner reached out and grabbed the wide receiver because he was streaking down. If he wasn't held, that was a touchdown all the way.
Sometimes penalties come out of necessity, and Larry, that's what you're saying happened there.
Absolutely, man. that wide receiver was wide open. The defender bit on a little, looked like he was faking a dig route, but he didn't. He just kept on going, and the defender had no choice but to reach out and hold the wide receiver.
So mark off the 15 yards, and as Larry said, I think that's a penalty that most Pierce County fans are okay with, because instead of being a 70-yard touchdown, instead it's a 15-yard penalty. You still got Appling at their own 30-yard line, but a new set of downs. Running play, he's got some room over here. Nice run that time for about 7.
It was a nice run. I was kind of surprised that the running back, Jalen Johnson, lowered his head and tried to make a power move on that DB, because the DB lowered his head and was really in a terrible tackling position. All the running back had to do was make a move, and he was off to the races. But he didn't, and as a result, he got about 6 yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 4.
We're 0-0, just underway in the fourth quarter. Look out. Goodness gracious.
What a hard tackle that was.
Wow. Was that Bell on defense?
I don't know, but he laid the wood on that play.
It is, Larry. No, I'm sorry. Number 2, my bad. Wow. What a hammer.
Ball spotted just shy of the 40-yard line.
Are you like closer? You're right on the 50.
Did we have a penalty on that play?
I don't know what happened.
We must have. I didn't see the flag, but there's a penalty that's been called.
There was a false start.
Illegal formation.
An illegal formation on Appling County. And Larry, how many times have we seen this tonight where Appling looks to have the momentum, they look to have something rocking and rolling, and they shoot themselves with some kind of they shoot themselves in the foot with some kind of mistake.
Well, you're exactly right. It happened early in the game. It happened in late in the first half. Now it just happened again.
Wow, ball carrier still on his feet. Larry, you gotta call the forward progress down at some point here.
Yeah, that play we're starting to see more and more in high school football almost resembles a rugby play, because the rule was changed where you can now aid the runner, and that's exactly what happened. And so as a result, some of these officials are trying to let this play out. And we see that's why we see more and more of these breakaway touchdown runs as a result of these rugby plays.
So 3rd and about 2 now. Big play here at this point of the game. And again, they're all big, but especially here, 3rd and short. One receiver out far wide. I don't know if that means anything, though, as Appling probably going to run it. Let's see. No, they're going to pass it. Complete, near sideline. And how about that? As soon as I said they're probably going to run it, they throw it.
Yeah,
wow.
that was just a simple read and react from the quarterback and the wide receiver. You line up in a formation. You see the DB back 10 yards off the ball. The wide receiver runs a 5-yard route, just turns around, and the quarterback delivers the ball, and that's all they needed for a first down.
So 1st and 10, what do I know? Calling for a run play, and they pass it. So 1st and 10. Here's Appling with a new set of downs from their own 43. Now they'll run it. Running back lost his footing on that far side, Larry.
Phil, what an unfortunate stumble. That number 2, Jalen Johnson, had a wide open field to the left side, but as he starts to make his break, he steps on the foot of number 58, his own offensive lineman, and trips and that trip is what brought him down. Actually resulted in about a 3-4 yard loss on the play.
All right, Appling now wants to throw a little swing pass, incomplete. He fired it behind.
Was that a lateral pass?
Let's see. We'll see
I
what
never
they spotted.
I never saw a signal for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Appling fans were screaming to get on it. And I'm like you, let's see where they spot it because.
Yeah, they called that a lateral pass.
So had Appling, had Pierce County been maybe a little bit more aggressive, they could have picked that one up.
Yeah, absolutely. But they were just caught unaware of the situation. But that's resulted in about a 3rd and 20 on the Appling 32-yard line.
And now we're going to hit a timeout. Let's take a break and let's hear from our friends at Baker Sporting Goods.
Is that good?
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for the great numbers we have tonight. Tuned in to watch the live stream here at ITG Next Game of the Week. I'm Phil Jones. Larry Godwin has made the trip with us tonight. Well, he didn't make the trip with us. He actually drove us tonight.
And Phil, I'm really glad for the invite because this has turned into a whale of a game. This is old school, defensive style, slobber knocker type of football.
Big thanks to Stephen Tate, guys. Couldn't be doing the game without his help tonight. I keep saying it a lot, but he's that important to us. We thank him a lot. All right, coming out of the timeout now. There's a
quarterback drops the ball. It looks like Pierce County may have gotten it.
Fumble. Is this the break that we've been talking about? Pierce County has recovered, Larry. It's a fumble.
There's that big mistake that we were looking for all game, Phil. We kind of talked at the halftime. We got the sense that it was the kind of game where whatever team made the first mistake was going to end up behind the 8 ball here. But we got a flag on the field here.
Is this going to be do we have
basically an unsportsmanlike celebration on the Pierce County Bears?
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking. And now, Larry, just when you get a huge break.
What a giant mistake.
No kidding. Instead of having it now at your opponent's 25, you're now going to be back out at, the 40.
Wow. They spot the ball
Goodness gracious.
At the Appling County 42-yard line.
Ouch.
First down, Bears.
Now, it's still a turnover, and it's still going to be Pierce County's football. Let me bring you up to speed, guys. If you're late tuning in or if you just maybe want to get caught up, we're 0-0. Pierce County has missed 3 field goal opportunities, but Larry, they were all 3 really tough in the face of the wind and the rain field goal attempts. That would be tough on a great night of weather, and tonight almost impossible. But that's been the 3 only scoring attempts from any team tonight. The 3 missed field goals in a 0-0 game. Pierce County coming out of the timeout now after the turnover. They've got it. Bell, direct snap. Going to go up the middle. Going to take it about the 35, Larry.
Phil, you just made what may have been the most profound statement that you made the entire game. You said Pierce County missed 3 field goals into the teeth of that wind, but guess where they're driving now? What direction? They're going with the wind now. So in a 0-0 game, late in the game, now they're kicking with the wind. You gotta really like the chances if you're Coach Herring over there on that Pierce County sideline.
Larry, great pickup, and I'm looking up into the lights, of course, where you can really get a great vantage point of this rain and wind, and it is blowing hard at the back of Pierce County. Let's see if they're able to get it down at least close enough to take their 4th attempt at a field goal. Of course, Ryan Herring and the Bears would love nothing more than a touchdown, and we may get it. Bell just ran through a huge hole, Larry. I could see it developing from where I'm sitting at.
What a great counterplay by that left offensive guard. He created a giant hole that you and I could have walked through and picked up that kind of yard. But when you put the ball into the hands of an athletic quarterback like the Bell kid, I mean, he rambles down for about 30, 35 yards.
Bell runs over. I love it. After the play, he gets right up, runs over to Ryan Herring and staff, and he gets the play call. He takes it back out to his teammates, and here they go. Bell, direct snap, left side. He leaps over a would-be tackler, and he's going to go into the end zone.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown, Pierce County. We have been talking the whole game. We've been talking the whole game. It's a 14-yard touchdown run from DJ Bell. We've been talking the whole game about which team would capitalize or which team would make the first mistake tonight. And it's an Appling County turnover that Pierce County is taking advantage of, Larry, and they're up 6-0 with the point after attempt coming up.
Absolutely. You and I have been talking about which team's going to make the mistake. Whoever that team was going to be behind the 8 ball. And as you pointed out, Appling County was the first team to blink. And as a result, even overcoming that personal foul penalty that brought the ball all the way back out to the 42-yard line, that Pierce County offensive line is getting stronger and stronger as this game goes on. Phil, we saw that start to develop about midway through the second quarter. I pointed out there was so much momentum on that Pierce County offensive side over there that their offensive line was getting stronger and stronger, and we see that continuing here in the second half. They benefited greatly on an Appling County miscue, and as a result, they open up some gigantic holes, and you see the result. The Dallas kid basically walks into the end zone.
Absolutely, and it is 7-0, the first breakthrough of the night for either team. Pierce County 7-0, 7:30 left to go in the game, 7:32 to be exact, left to go in this football game in a driving rainstorm. It's been this way since kickoff. It's actually been this way all day. Going to be this way all night. And again, it is so far definitely affected the play tonight. Both teams keeping it very conservative. But again, off the backs of a Appling County fumble, Pierce County takes advantage and they take it in, a 14-yard touchdown run. And now the ensuing kickoff. Going to be returnable from the 1. Going to take it out close to the 20, and that's where Appling County going to put it in play. Now, Larry, first down and 10. Larry, do we see Appling County maybe try to open it up a little bit more? Neither one of these teams is very proficient at passing the football. That's not a knock. That's just what both teams do well. Appling County, it's got them 9 victories and no losses. Pierce County, 7 wins and 2 losses. So they both run the ball well. They just don't pass it a whole lot.
Well, they're going to have to do something because they're going to have a sense of urgency, like really, really strong here. There's only 7:25 left in this game. They find themselves down 7-0. They're going against the one. There it goes.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted by the Pierce County Bears.
I just got it out of my mouth.
And that's a shame because the Darius Smith kid is streaking down the right sideline. If the ball is thrown well, he basically takes it the distance of the field for a touchdown, but the ball was underthrown. You know why, Phil? Because the ball is being thrown into this fierce wind. The wind knocked the ball down, and that allowed the defensive back that was playing underneath to basically cut that route off and resulted in an interception.
Well, again, I just got it out of my mouth. These teams, again, it's no knock. It's just that's just not what these teams are built to do. is throw the football, and I'm talking about both teams. So when you get to a point where suddenly you've got to start throwing it, it's like a foreign it's a foreign thing to you. So it's a turnover. Pierce County now, and now if you're Appling, you've got a hold here. There's no doubt. Bell with a nice run, right side. And listen, if you're a Pierce County fan, you don't think you're going to run your cow, or you're not going to think you're going to run DJ Bell, your bell cow, no pun intended.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what they did. They just ran right off the right tackle there, took it about 5 for a 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up second about 4.5, second 5 from the Appling 38-yard line.
You're going to get a heavy dose of DJ Bell from here on out. If you're Pierce County, there he goes again, left side. Ball comes out, but I think they're going to call him down. Going to spot him at about the 34, it looks like. Clock continues to run.
6:16 left in this ball game. Was there a penalty there?
I think we got a measurement for the first down. Again, big thanks to Baker's Sporting Goods for sponsoring tonight's ITG Next Game of the Week. We are in Blackshear, home of the Pierce County Bears, Bearville Stadium, as the chain gang bring out the sticks, and they're going to stretch it out. And let's see if they got the first down here. We'll all watch it together. He's a little short. Gee, I wonder what you're going to do here. 3rd and inches. You can bet the house who's going to get this call. Mr. Bell.
I think the only mystery is he going to go right, left, or up the middle, Phil?
That's a good one, yes. We're getting late in this game. Pierce County has finally broken through with a 14-yard touchdown run earlier. That came after a Appling County turnover. Here's Bell going for the first down.
And he makes it easily.
That came after an Appling County turnover. Now, Appling gets the ball back. They promptly give it right back to Pierce County, this time on an interception, Larry. And now Pierce County is trying to put this one away.
Yeah, with about 6 minutes left in this game, Appling is going to need something to happen, something break their way. Some players going to have to step up and make this play. As coaches like to say, someone make a play. Because, Phil, you can just look at the body language of the players. Pierce County, their players look like they're just bouncing around. The Appling players starting to look a little dejected. They need something big to happen.
So here we go. It's a high snap. Bell going to bring it down. Left side, not much. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage, but I'm not sure.
Well, you called it, man. He got no gain on that play, and you can expect that over and over. There's no way that Pierce County is going to put this ball in the air with about 5:15 left in this game. And we're getting to a point where Appling County may have to start spending some timeouts to stop this clock.
Exactly. I was thinking about that very thing, Larry. And remember, earlier in this game, Appling did not use a timeout. They took a delay. And right now, if you're an Appling fan, you're grateful for that because you've got one more timeout than you would have had, which is all 3, if I'm not mistaken. Bell going to follow his blockers. Look at him just zip through that hole.
There he goes.
There he goes. And that might do it. 31-yard touchdown run on a second down play. Larry, you could just see him sneak through a needle hole size hole there on the right side, and he just burst through it and he was gone.
Phil, that's just a situation where, Pierce County just chips away, and at this late stage of the game, the Appling County players are starting to get winded. They're starting to fatigue, and that starts to open up more holes. So instead of running through a tackle, they start trying to arm tackle, and that's exactly what happened. And you're not going to bring this Bell kid down with an arm tackle.
No, you're not. Here's Allen now to try the point after attempt. He's been successful on 1 of 1. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. All right, so let's take a timeout with your score. Now, 14-0. It's all Pierce County at this point. We'll be right back. Guys a hoot. Welcome back, everybody. Bill Jones with you. Larry Godwin on the color commentary tonight, and sometimes play-by-play when I can't see. But Larry, funny enough, or strangely enough, I can see suddenly a lot better because many of the Appling fans are now starting to pile out.
A lot of umbrellas that were in front of us are no longer in front of us.
Jonah Allen teeing it up. The boy with more feet than
Larry, there's still time, though. If you're Appling, now we've talked about big plays, and sure enough, that's exactly what's been the name of the game so far. But if you're Appling, you need something big here to get you back within striking distance.
Absolutely.
Let's see, is it going to come here? High end-over-end kick. Not on this one, it's not.
Phil, that is such a weapon in high school football. If you've got a kicker with a big enough leg to put the ball in the end zone.
And the wind.
Man, that is such a huge weapon because it eliminates the possibility of a kickoff return.
It does. And in a game like this, again, that right there is exactly what Appling was hoping for. They were hoping to get a kick returnable, so maybe they could get a big play. Even if it's not a touchdown return, you get a big play, getting the ball down deep into, past the 50, to where you give your offense a chance. Now you're starting from your own 20, and I'm not going to say it's impossible, but this is an offense, again, it's not really built for big play, Larry.
Yeah, it's no time to panic, but if you're the Appling County offense, you've got to make something happen here with a sense of urgency. There they go, right over the middle.
Just as I say, they're not built for the big play. They hit a big 20-yard pass play right down the middle. So
that's the kind of stuff they're going to have to do over and over and over again because now they're approaching 4.5 minutes left in this game.
Here we go now. Appling County obviously feeling the sense of urgency here. They're up to the line. No huddle. They've got to go, and they got to go quick. Quarterback going to send a man in motion. Looks back to throw. Going to throw it down this near sideline. Jump ball. Threw it over the receiver's outside shoulder. He had to spin around to try to catch it. Incomplete. That would have been a tough one.
Yeah, they can't. That is a very low percentage pass, especially when that ball gets up into this wind. It basically, you never know where that ball is going to go.
Wind is really whipping. It's really picked up here. Although it's been pretty strong the whole game, it's really whipping now. And remember, as we've been alluding to, you've now got Appling going into the wind and the rain. Big hit over here on the Appling sideline.
That's a very surprising play call this late in the game with just a simple running play right off the right tackle there.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Now we're under 4 minutes to go in the game. We were 0-0 heading into the fourth quarter, and we've had 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter by Pierce County. That's the difference. Screenplay complete. But Pierce County up to snuff it out right away after a very short game.
Well, Phil, here we are. Appling County's got 4th and 5 on their own 45-yard line. You get the feeling that if they don't make this one, you might want to start warming up the vocal cords because it's going to be over pretty soon.
Larry, I couldn't have said it any better. Here we go. This is it. If Appling is to stay alive, they've got to convert here. 4th down. And we've got whistles. What do we got?
Looks like it's going to be a timeout right before the play snap.
And Pierce County takes that timeout, so they want to make sure they've got the right defense. We're going to keep it right here. Again, it is a 14-0 lead, Appling County.
Timeout.
We went 3 quarters tonight in what was mostly a battle of field position. Both teams, Larry, exchanging punts. And then we had said it all along. And, of course, if you watch football long enough, you know how the game works. Who was going to get the first big break? And, of course, the first big break of the night came on an Appling County turnover that Pierce County recovers the fumble, and they take it in and score the touchdown. And then on the very next possession after the kickoff, Appling turns it right back over again. And that has been the difference in the game. And like good football teams do, Pierce County was able to take advantage of the turnovers. They turn them into points, and that's where we are, 14-0.
And it really hasn't been a complicated offensive scheme or play calling by the Pierce County Bears. They've basically lined up in a power formation, in a wildcat formation all night long, and played power football and dared the Appling County Pirates to stop them if they could.
Here we go, 4th and 5. This is your ball game. Appling has any chance of staying in this game, they've got to convert. Snap, quarterback, gonna roll, gonna throw.
There it
it's
goes.
Intercepted. That's that.
Wow. Wow. So you had an outside linebacker for Pierce County that was just squatted on that route. He spotted, read it all the way. The ball was released by the quarterback, and that outside linebacker just cut the route and jumped the ball. As a result, there was a pick six.
I think we've got a penalty.
We got a penalty right here about the 28-yard line.
I think we had a block in the back after the receiver had intercepted the ball.
That's exactly what the call is, Phil. So regardless, we're going to have 2:51 left in this game. You can tell by the fan reaction on the Appling sideline what everyone expects the result is going to be. The fans are piling out of the stadium like nobody's business, like they're trying to beat closing at the local Waffle House. But on the field, we got Pierce County taking over with 2:51 left in the game on the Appling 38-yard line.
Yeah, so the pick six will come off the board. But still, as Larry mentioned, it's 14-0, and now, Larry, 3 straight turnovers on 3 consecutive possessions from Appling County. And you can bet Pierce County would love to put another one on the board. Appling County fans are filing out here in droves.
Around the 32.
We're 2:36, 2:35. Clock continues to run. Now, Appling does have 2 timeouts left here, Larry. Do you start thinking about trying to take those?
Yeah, you're going to have to pretty soon. You're down 14 points. Why would you leave the stadium with 2 unspent timeouts?
Can't take them home with you. Pierce County is going to do everything they can now to salt the play clock down. It's already at 5, 4, and they snap it with 3. Bell, left side, running room. Well, he is a whale of a back. He's so impressive.
Phil, that should be enough. There's 2 minutes left in this game. Unless something major happens, what looks like is about to happen is Pierce County is going to finish the regular season at 8-2 and region champions out of Region 1-3A. They're going to get the number 1 seed. We're not sure who they're going to face in the first round. They're taking on the number 4 seed out of Region 3-3A.
And Appling County, Larry, will suffer their first loss of the season, and it comes in the season finale. Pierce County's not through, though. There's Bell going to take the direct snap. Boy, look at him follow his block so well.
Well, he's got to get in there for a touchdown. Wow.
Are you kidding me? 25-yard touchdown run from DJ Bell.
Wow, that's like rubbing salt in the wound, and that should do it, Phil.
Yeah, that's going to do it. If there was any hope for the Pirates, it just went down the drain on the 25-yard touchdown run from Bell. Remember, guys, we went into this 4th and final quarter 0-0. And it's now 20-0 with the point after attempt coming up. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up.
And it's no good. It got blocked.
No good. No good.
It got blocked from a defensive end streaming across the front side or the right side of that Pierce County point after try team. Just got a fingertip on it, but that was enough to deflect it. But it doesn't really matter. The Bears are up 20-0 with a minute 23 seconds left in this game.
$21-0 your score. The Appling County fans are filing out. Larry, your thoughts here on this game? You know, what a great game. Everything we expected between two great football teams. And, yeah, the weather has been awful, but you know what? It's all part of being in the elements, Friday night football. And, hey, one thing we can say, we definitely got some football weather tonight, didn't we?
We sure did, and as a result, Phil, the game plan was not overly complicated from either team. I'm talking about their offensive game plan. It was two heavyweight prize fighters slugging it out in the center of the ring. Appling County was the first fighter that blinked, and as a result of those two big mistakes, Pierce County capitalized, and here we stand at 20-0.
Yeah, you know, again, guys, I know you're probably tired of hearing us say it, but you know, we had been wondering all night who was going to blink first, who was going to make the first mistake. We even saw Appling County not even put a return man back deep for fear of making a mistake on the punts. They just wanted to let the punt hit and roll, and they would take their chances from the line of scrimmage. So both coaches could sense, hey, we don't want to make a mistake, but unfortunately for Appling County fans, it was 3 mistakes, 3 turnovers that has all resulted in 3 Pierce County touchdowns.
Yeah, you can blame it on the elements tonight. You can blame it on poor tackling, unfortunate mistakes at a terrible time in the ball game. But whatever the cause was, Pierce County is going to exit this game as the region champs. But if you're an Appling County fan, there's no reason to get down on this team. I mean, their season doesn't stop right now. They're going to enter the playoffs with a first-round home game against the number 3 seed out of Region 3A.
All academic now, as we're 116, 115, and this one's going to sail into almost the first row of the visitor sideline.
The ball just snapped over the quarterback's head, and he had no shot. All he could do is pick it up and throw it because there was a defender right in his face.
That will stop the clock. 1:10 left to go in the football game. 20-0 the score. Pierce County. Third down and 10 coming up from the 20-yard line. Boy, this Appling County visitor stands was so full of energy and hope back at the start of this game. These fans come over here, Larry, expecting to come over here from Baxley and win this thing.
Yeah, if you take a look at who won the Battle of the Stands,
Zach,
it was the Appling County fan base over here because this side was nearly packed. When you take a look across the way there, you blame the weather, you blame the wind, whatever the case may be, but their stands were about half full tonight, which is kind of surprising, even in bad weather, for a fan base to not come out, especially for a region championship.
Did the PA announcer just mimic a bear?
He did. That was a bear roar.
Or a
bear growl.
Facsimile thereof.
Whatever you call it, he's having a good time celebrating a region championship. And the time is ticking off the clock. There's about 20 seconds left in this game.
Appling just going to punt it away. And, again, Pierce County return man not going to mess with it. So we're going to see Pierce County now. They'll come out, snap it, take a knee, and that'll be that.
Let's hear for your Pierce County
So Pierce County will go, as Larry said earlier, they'll finish 8-2, and they will repeat as region champions. And now, Larry, they'll get ready to defend their AAA state championship.
What does this say about Coach Herring and this Pierce County Bear AAA team now? Have they solidified themselves as a AAA power across the state?
No doubt. No doubt about it. I mean, you know, for them to have defeated a solid Oconee County team when nobody gave them a chance last year, they beat them in overtime. What was it, 13-2, I think their final record last year. Again, 2 losses so far this year. I think a lot of people, you know, when they lost the opening game of the season to Brunswick.
Right.
Sean Pender doing a great job with the Pirates. And then, of course, you mentioned the Raven County game earlier. Raven County beat them right here at home. That's been the only 2 losses, and it has not hurt Pierce County at all. They win it tonight. Your final score, Pierce County 20, Appling County nothing. On behalf of Stephen Tate, who without his help we could not have done it tonight, and on behalf of Brandon Pham, I want to thank Larry Godwin for joining me tonight on the broadcast. Larry, give you the final word, your thoughts.
What a fun game this was. Man, I felt like I was in the front row of a prize fight between 2 fantastic and outstanding AAA teams. There's no doubt both of these programs are going to make deep playoff runs. It was just a joy to come over here and watch this game, and it was even a bigger excitement for me tonight just to be able to call and do the color for your next to your play-by-play. So I appreciate you having me on the call tonight.
Larry, glad you made the trip with us, brother. Really am. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Hey, let's do it again next year. Let's have you with us a few more of these games. What do you say?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, for Larry Godwin, Brandon Pham, Stephen Tate, who's sat behind us tonight, helped us get set up tonight. He is the reason we were able to do the game. I'm Phil Jones. Guys, thank you so much for your support tonight and all season long. The ITG Next game of the week tonight finishes up with a Pierce County 20-0 win over Appling, and the Bears clinch the Region 1 AAA Championship. Hope you guys have a great night, a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday with Extra Point with Phil Jones as we'll recap this game and all the exciting games, and we'll take a look at the playoff games coming up next week. That's right here, Monday, 5 o'clock on Extra Point with yours truly, Phil Jones. Until then, have a good one, everybody.